Thank you for joining me. My name is Annalise, and let's settle in for an hour or so of yin yoga with aromatherapy. So I've brought in my doTERRA oil again. This time I've brought in spikenard, which is a really interesting oil. After talking, Kyle did a little bit of research for me. Thanks, Kyle. Found out that this is very good physically for infections, like good to put on your feet, athlete's foot and things like that. Good for the scalp. And energetically, it is the oil of gratitude. So it's a great oil to bring into the monthly theme of Santosha, which is contentment, and gratitude is a way that we can find that contentment within ourselves. So if you don't have spikenard at home, that's totally fine. Grab any oil that you like, or none at all, it's fine. Let's get comfy and then put some of the oil in your hands. So this spikenard comes from the honeysuckle family. It's kind of a really strong, potent smell. Rub your hands together, and sitting comfortably and tall, take your hands and cup them over your nose and take a few deep breaths here. And then start to massage the oil into your body, maybe the heart space, the throat, back of the neck, the feet. I'm not a huge fan of the smell of the spikenard, so often I'll put this one on my feet. It's always a good trick if you want the benefits of the oil but don't want to have the fragrance right by your nose. It's nice, it's just, we all have our preferences. It's very earthy. Okay. So now let's come onto a block. And we're going to come into a shoelace pose, taking the left leg under, bending the right leg over. And if this is too much, just take that's good. Take the bottom leg out ahead of you. And just come to get comfortable, feeling grounded through your sitting bones. Tall through your spine, light through the crown of the head. You can even just let your hands come down to your heels or to the ground, or you could place them in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart center, your energetic heart center. And just start to tune into the breathing. And the breath moves in and out through the nostrils. And you may even like to imagine that you're sort of breathing on a pair of glasses, like fogging them up, but with your mouth closed. So the breath moves in and out through your nose. And with your mouth closed, you're just finding a sound through that constricted throat. It just allows you to follow the breath nice and easily, and also support your body, your nervous system. Maybe just consider for a moment just something or someone that you're grateful for. Just call on that vibration and breathe that in. So we're going to do a little neck stretch by letting the left ear fall down to the left shoulder. Trying to keep the spine as straight as possible. This might be enough. If you're looking for a little bit more sensation on the right side of your neck, you could always put the hand on the right ear, the left hand on the right ear, and let the hand relax there. Don't force the head down further than it needs to go. And just practice keeping the heart space open. So bringing maybe the weight of the head back a little. If you've got your hand on your head, gently release it. And inhale to bring the head back up to center. You can even just take it for a moment down to the right and back up to center. And we'll take the arms and move the arms with the breath. So we'll actually sort of gather up any energy from the day that you'd like to leave aside for the next short while here or longer. So breathe in through the nose. Bring your hands through Namaste or Anjali Mudra posture, breathing in and up. And then at the top of the breath, sigh at the mouth and stretch the arms out. Let's do that again. Release the day. One more time. And take the arms up to the side, even to the sky. And let's take the left arm under the right. And you can either hold onto your elbows, hold onto your shoulders, bringing your elbows up, or taking eagle arms pose. Keeping the shoulders down the back. Breathing in and out through your nose now. One more breath in and out, and gently release. We're going to change our leg position now. So come on forward, switch the legs, and sit back on your block. Okay. So when you're comfortable in your seat and grounded evenly through both sitting bones, sit nice and tall, chest open, head nice and light, reaching upward, chin slightly tucked. And then as you're ready to exhale, let the right ear fall down to the right shoulder, chest stays open. An option here is to weight the right hand on the left ear. Just gently providing some weight but not forcing any sort of hyper movement. Check in with the breathing. Notice how deep the breath is traveling into the body. And then if you've got your hand on your head, release that gently. Slowly inhale the head back up to center. Take the hands in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. We'll do 3 breaths in, sighing out. Bringing your inhale and your hands up. And exhale. Really stretching the fingers out, feeling the movement of the shoulders and their sockets. Breathing in. Maybe even taking the Arms back a little, if that feels good. One more. And let's just from here take that right arm under the left, hands onto shoulders or into eagle arm position. Shoulders stay down, chest stays open. And maybe the elbows come up if that feels good for the shoulders. One more breath in and out. Release your arms, reaching to the sky. And Namaste, Anjali, hands down to heart center on the exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come into a child's pose now on our knees. Use a block as well if you've got one for your forehead. This will be a wide-legged child's pose. So just come to nestle your forehead down onto the block, extending your arms forward and letting the hips get heavier towards the heels over time. And notice the breath expanding through the back body on the inhale. And that release on the exhale, maybe the hips sinking closer to the heels. And just take a few deep breaths here, noticing how the spine moves with the breath in and out. One of the definitions of Santosha is to meet each moment with curiosity and total presence. So can you be here now, just staying curious, being present, and just witnessing the breath, the movement, the energy. And just take a moment to bring gratitude into your heart. Gratitude is a way that we can practice finding contentment no matter what's going on around us. And it's available to us at all times. So you could even set an intention to, be grateful. I am grateful. And just bring that awareness of gratitude into your life every moment. And seeing the good in the present moment. We're going to come into a twisted child's pose. So the right hand just starts to sweep underneath the left armpit. So now the right cheek will rest on the block. So pressing into the left hand can help that sort of moving of the hips down toward the feet, toward the heels. And this is really nice for the right shoulder, just to get a nice little stretch. Tune into your breathing and allow the breath to sort of take you to any places in the body that can release its holdings. So for the last 5 breaths, some of you may like to stay right here. Another option is to sort of like backstroke, bring the left arm up and behind you, taking the back of the hand behind your body, behind your back. So that just stretches out your left shoulder a little bit too. If you did take that left shoulder stretch, come back the way you came, pressing the hand into the floor ahead of you. Release that right arm, take it back to its original hand position, and then weave the left arm underneath the right armpit, nestling the left cheek onto the block. Notice the breathing. Stay curious about what's going on. Curious about the breath. Beautiful twist here. Also, just to sort of squeeze out the muscles around the spine. It's very rejuvenating. And again, for the last 5 breaths or so, those of you who want to backstroke their right arm behind their back, you can do that. You could just let it rest, or you hold on to your thigh, whatever's comfortable. Make any adjustments so that you can feel the sensations without holding tension. Gently release your right arm if you've got that sort of bind behind your back. And you can press your body up to sit. I'm going to take the block underneath my bottom and extend the right leg out to the side. Take the left foot into the inner right thigh and turn towards your right leg. You may like a bolster on top of your right leg or underneath your knee. We're going to start to fold down but come into a twist first of all, resting the right ear in the right hand, taking the left hand to the left knee. And just allowing the heart to be open. Beautiful. We're going to turn this into a fold over the right leg. So you can come on up first, face the right toes, and then start to fold over them. Fold over the right leg. letting the head rest, be heavy. Let's take a few more breaths of presence here. Breathing in contentment, let that idea, that vibration, the frequency of contentment sweep through you. And that curiosity of the in the moment, without judgment or fear. Without anger or blame. There is more room for gratitude and appreciation. Let's take another deep breath in. And slowly walk the hands up towards you. And let's take both feet onto the mat nice and wide, hands behind, and just move the knees left to right. Let's come to extend the left leg out wide. You can use your bolster here too. And we'll start coming down towards the leg, and then letting the elbow rest on the leg, head in the hand, right hand on right knee or right thigh. And just keep your heart nice and open to all the possibilities, open to gratitude, to contentment. See if you can lighten up the edges of your lips into a soft smile. And that might mean thinking about maybe an animal that you're grateful for that might help, or a child, or someone special in your life that makes you want to smile. Take another deep breath in. Long exhale. And we'll come into a forward fold. Bringing the belly, the heart, the head over that left leg. You might notice this side feels really different to the other side. Breathing in lightness, curiosity, and gratitude. And then slowly walking the hands up towards you. Good. And maybe even taking a little counter twist. Let's take the legs out wide again, hands back behind you. And bend flow the knees left to right. A few times. All right, we're going to come into a squat pose now. So you might like to keep your block underneath you. The toes can point outwards, same direction that the knees are pointing. You can sit right on your block and press your elbows into your inner thighs there, pressing the hands together. Now you might not want the block, or you might want two blocks. You can also place a blanket, a folded blanket or towel underneath your heels. And then we're just going to sink the lower sort of body chakra area from root, sacral, solar, that sort of lower three body chakras are supported by gravity, moving down to the earth, attracted to the earth, grateful to the earth. And the crown lightens up, like it's attracted to the infinite sky. The hands are in Anjali Mudra, the hand gesture of offering. And often gratitude too. I find when I'm grateful, I find my hands together in this gesture of offering, the gift of offering to myself and to others. Take a few deep breaths. Stay connected to the ground, connected to the infinite sky. Beautiful. All right. Let's come to a dangle. So bring the hips up, heel toe your feet in underneath your hips. Hold onto your elbows, let your head hang, and just move from side to side. Bend your knees generously. Let your lumbar spine totally relax. Doesn't have to hold up the weight of your torso right now. So it can totally soften. And the energy from the lower body chakras can travel in the opposite direction. Up, down through the heart, throat, middle of the brain, and out the crown. Such a beautiful release for the spine. Enjoy, enjoy. While you're here, let's do a lion's breath, which basically is taking a breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, the tongue extends and the eyes go cross-eyed. So we'll do 3 of those in our dangle. Breathing in, release. It's a really detoxifying breath. Breathe in. And it also stretches the face and is really good for the jaw. One more. Beautiful. And we'll come to sit on our bottoms. Let's come down into Shavasana. So just lying flat on your back. Just connect to the earth. Feel the pelvis sinking down, legs comfortably falling outwards, shoulders tucked in slightly, heart open, open to gratitude, open to all the good things that are around us and in us, even when sometimes we may be jaded and feel like a victim or things aren't going our way, but just to come to that place of gratitude of what we have can just flip the switch and bring the quality of santosha, becoming more enlightened, more content with what is. And so check your head lines up with your spine. And then slowly exhale and let your chin glide over to the left side of your left shoulder. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, right ear down toward the ground, chin over right shoulder, and back. Let's do 2 more cycles. So that's 1 of 3. Exhale, gaze turns left. Back to center, remaining soft around the throat, the neck. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Use the breath to feel your energy, your fire, but also the momentum that allows for easy flow. Okay, beautiful. So from here, let's keep the hips nice and grounded. Feel where they are on the ground. Let them settle in. And take the legs, the left heel, walk it out to the left, and then the right heel, walk it out to the left. And you might even want to hook the left ankle over the right. That's optional. And then take your arms overhead, holding on to your wrist with one of your hands, the opposite wrist, and walk the shoulders over a little bit to the left. So the whole right side of your body starts to open up here. You can even turn your gaze, let your left ear come to the left shoulder, so the right side of the neck gets a little bit more stretch. And take a really nice breath in. We want to keep the pelvis, the hips grounded, and the breath free to flow all through the open right side of your body. Clean sweep. This brings a nice lateral extension to the spine, a lateral movement. Feel the right side lung expanding with air on the inhale. And that soft release. Let's take a couple more slow deep breaths here. want to keep the hips grounded and slowly walk the head and shoulders back to center, and then the feet back to center. You're welcome to hug the knees into the chest just to reset before we go to the other side. And then come back to your Shavasana. And take the right heel off to the right, left heel off to the right, possibly crossing the right over left ankle. And then reach for the opposite wrist with your other hand and inch over your shoulders to the right and the head. Maybe even bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And just settling in, shoulders grounded, hips grounded. Just remember, you come into a place that feels good in your body so that you can enjoy stillness and have that time and space to be curious and present. Just in your mind's eye, imagine your left lung. Feel it receiving that beautiful oxygen. And witness the whole left side of your body receiving this nice stretch. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feel the energy moving in and out. If you do have the foot hooked over the other ankle, just gently release that and walk the feet back to center, and the shoulders and the head. And again, hug the knees into the chest. Let's take the hands on the knees and take some knee circles, moving slowly so you can really stay curious as to what's happening around the sacrum as you make these slow, big circles with your knees. You're going to move in one direction nice and slowly. And then change the direction of your knees. See how slow you can do it. And then you can play with speed and sizes of your circles. let's take the left leg and extend it away. If you want to block on your left side for your twist, grab it now. And then we're just going to, you can use the left hand on the right bent leg and just guide. Hug in for a moment. And then we'll extend the right leg away from you. If you want to block on the right side, you can get that prepared. And then guide that left bent knee over the right side. And extend the left arm overhead. And turn the gaze to the left. Let's take a couple more breaths. And finding the frequency of gratitude. What does that mean to you? What's something little, or something that you might think is insignificant that you are grateful for today? And how does that feel when you enter into that grateful state? use an inhalation when you're ready, just to bring the body back to neutral. Hug the knees in and squeeze. And finally, we'll come into a happy baby pose. So that could look like a few different ways. Easiest way would be hands behind the thighs, just letting the legs sort of open side to side. Or reaching straight arms inside the bent knees for the outside of the feet. And roll like a happy baby, any which way. Legs extend together or one at a time as well. And we're going to prepare now for Shavasana. So if you have any comforts that you'd like to prepare, gather now. You could use a bolster under your knees, a blanket over your body, maybe a low pillow under your head. You could place a little more essential oil on your body at this point if that feels right. And come back to Shavasana. Get really comfy. Shift the weight of the body as much as you need. Get any wiggles and wriggles out. And then when you feel ready to settle into stillness, take a deep breath in and exhale to really let go and surrender into your resting pose. Allow the place in between your eyebrows to soften. Feel the nose muscles relax, the cheeks muscles, both cheeks soften, the lips and the tongue and the teeth and the gums all relax now. Take a journey with the breath into the lungs. Feel the expansive quality of the breath. Now focus on that breath and imagine it washing throughout the body, all the cells of the body, getting a clean sweep of breath, fresh oxygen. As you lay here, just imagine, tune into the center of your chest. It's where your Anahata chakra resides, the energy center of the heart. And we can really light up this space with feelings of gratitude. You might even imagine a warm glow, a green light, comfortable, glowing brightly. Just take this time to sort of consider all of the little things that you're grateful for. And know that when we take these moments to experience gratitude within ourselves, it's like it roots us or anchors us into the quality of contentment, into a santosha. No matter what is going on around us, we can always come back to this place of contentment through gratitude. Now begin to invite a deeper breath back into your body. Begin to feel the revitalization of the cells on the inhalation, and the rejuvenation within the mind, body, maybe heart too. And let that frequency in the heart trickle down into the fingers and toes and the crown of the head, and just start to move slightly. Waking up the body, slowly stretching out more and more, eventually having a big full body stretch. And then coming to roll over in the fetal position on the right side. And feeling your heart, your breath, and body. How do you feel? And slowly press your body up, coming to sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Bringing your hands together in Anjali Mudra, right in front of your Anahata chakra, center of the chest. And just take a moment to send gratitude to someone that you really love, who's always there for you. And sending gratitude to maybe a stranger that you've seen in the street that you don't know. Maybe sending gratitude now to someone who challenges you, and sending them gratitude for the lessons that this provides. And take a deep breath in and breathe gratitude into yourself, into your heart. I am very grateful for your presence. I hope to see you again. Namaste.